Hi guys, so this is going to be a double weigh-in update, and yeah, apologies there hasn't been any for a couple of weeks. Life has been lifing a little bit, and yeah, I don't know really. So if you want to know how the last couple of weeks have been since being on Wegovy, then please keep watching. If you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Katie, and this is me on my kind of weight loss journey. I'm type 2 diabetic. I'm on a weight management program with Aviva, and I get Wegovy prescribed through them. So, like I said, this is a bit of a double weigh-in update. So week 11, I will put my screen recording of each week as I'm talking about it. So walking wise, again, it's a bit like up and down, and I'm still on 1 milligram. I had my call with a prescriber, and I said because I was still getting nauseousness, I wanted to see if I can just get used to being on 1 milligram, and then see how I am when I speak to her next in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm still on 1 milligram, and touch wood, I haven't actually had much nauseousness, but I have had a couple of upset tummies this week. Not this week. Actually, I'm getting my weeks mixed up now. Yeah. So still on 1 milligram. I'm not. I feel like maybe I'm not having as much appetite suppression, so I am thinking maybe I should have gone up to 1.7, which is the next dose, which is why originally when I was speaking to the prescriber, I thought that seems a bit of a jump, but maybe I should have just done it. So I've got 1 milligram for another 3 weeks, and then I can go up to 1.7, and then literally have 1.7 and then 2.4, and then that's the maximum dose on Wegovy. So yeah, I feel like I haven't maybe had as much suppression food-wise, but I still haven't like eaten as much as I would have done previously. So there still is some suppression and feeling of fullness from meals. I haven't always fully eaten my meals. Sorry, I could feel that yawn coming. Sorry. So yeah, maybe I should have just gone straight up to 1.7 and not done an extra month on 1 milligram, but I didn't want to go straight into it and then feel even worse, like if I got the nauseousness and stuff like that. So obviously I'm going to carry on taking 1 milligram, and then I'll definitely speak to the prescriber, which is on the 11th of April, I believe. I got my next call with her. So I'll definitely tell her what's been happening, and obviously you've got to tell them your weight and things like that anyway, so she'll see that there's been a slight plateau the last couple of weeks. So on week 11, I actually maintained, which is why I'm thinking, should I have just gone straight to the next dose? But obviously things like this can happen. I've lost consistently for 10 weeks, and then obviously I've maintained. And I don't think I've overeaten or eaten too much of something, because I still feel like I'm under calories. I was planning on calorie counting, but I'm just feeling like because I'm not eating as much, I know I should be like under my calories and things like that. So week 11 was a maintain, so I was slightly disheartened on week 11. So this is week 12, so at the 3-month mark. And this week I have had more kind of upset tummies, but there have been times where I think I've kind of worked out what it is that causes it and things like that. So there's been 2 times this week where I've left long periods between eating, and I really think I have had dips, like really low blood sugar, and it's just been horrible. So I think leaving long periods between food has been not great, and then when I've gone to eat, I feel like I can't eat all of it, and then I end up rushing to the toilet. Secondly, it's not my husband's fault or anything like that, but we went out for lunch. Was it lunch? We went out for lunch at the weekend just to take my little boy out and things like that. And it was probably too much salt and too much processed food. It was like a all day breakfast I had. Didn't eat it all, but I had that. Ended up having a bad belly. And yeah, so maybe a bit more. Obviously, I'm not meant to be having too much of it anyway, but like the high fats and the processed food would have irritated my stomach. But other than that, it's been okay. I've been trying to keep my water up because I have had some headaches this week. But yeah, so obviously the processed food's going to irritate my stomach. Leaving long periods between meals hasn't been the best idea. And even eating too closely together hasn't been helpful either. So it's just kind of working out the balance of what times are going to be right for me, like eating wise, and when we do go out, obviously if there's other choices I could have, maybe choosing those. But sometimes if you're going out with your family, it's just nice to just not think about it for an hour or two. But yeah, so week 12's stacked to be here. So yeah, it's been weird. Like the suppression hasn't been as high, but I have still felt full from like eating my food, and haven't been finishing meals or things like that. So sorry, I'm tired this morning. Yeah, and maybe a little bit of food noises slightly came back, which is maybe why I don't know. It just hasn't been as strong as other weeks per se. Let's just say it like that. So this week I have lost £0.5. So this is where you see why I'm thinking like, should I have just gone straight up to 1.7, because these 2 weeks I haven't had anything like this. But like I said, things like this can happen, it can change. So I'm now 17 stone 6.5. I think that's £2.5 to 1 stone. And yeah, so try not to let me get into a negative mindset, because we don't want that. But overall, that's the last 2 weeks, and I'm just going to try and keep in a positive mind, and let's hope this week will be much better. So if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much, and I will speak to you next week for another weighing update. Take care, bye.